Good afternoon. During today's legislative hearing, we will consider the following bills: S.2908, the Indian Buffalo Management Act; S.3263, the Porch Band of Creek Indians Parity Act; S.4000, a bill to reaffirm the applicability of the Indian Reorganization Act to the Lytton Rancheria of California and for other purposes; and S.4442, the Crow Water Rights Settlement Act, a Settlement Amendment Act of 2024. Before we begin, I want to say a few words about the Supreme Court's misguided decision in Carcieri versus Salazar. The Carcieri decision put rebuilding tribal homelands into a tailspin, and for 15 years it has slowed Interior's land into trust process and frustrated Indian country, increased administrative costs, and spurred often needless litigation. So I think we're all clear that we support legislation to fix Carcieri for all tribes. I share Indian country's frustration with Congress's failure to pass a universal fix. But we have to recognize that Congress has acted on tribal specific legislation before, and Senator Britt's and Senator Padilla's bills are in line with those past successful efforts. With that, I'll briefly describe today's bill with a more fulsome description entered into the record. S.2908 was introduced by Senators Heinrich and Mullen. The bill would establish a buffalo management program at BIA to help tribes and tribal organizations manage buffalo herds and habitat for cultural, subsistence, and economic development purposes. S.3263 was introduced by Senator Britt and Senator Tuberville. This bill would reaffirm the Indian Reorganization Act's applicability to the Porch Band of Creek Indians and ratify the trust status of lands the tribe previously acquired administratively. S.4000 was introduced by Senator Padilla. The bill would reaffirm the Indian Reorganization Act's applicability to the Lytton Rancheria of California and clarify that the tribe is eligible to have its lands taken into trust through the Department of Interior's Land into Trust process. Our final bill on the agenda is S.4442, introduced by Senator Tester and Senator Daines. This bill would amend the Crow Tribe Water Rights Settlement Act of 2010 to change the scope of the water infrastructure system authorized under that act to provide the Crow Tribe more flexibility in developing regional irrigation and municipal and industrial water projects, and to allow the tribe additional time to develop hydropower projects to deliver clean energy and water to the reservation. Before I turn to the Vice Chair for her opening statement, I'd like to extend our welcome and thanks to the witnesses for joining us today. I look forward to your testimony and our discussion. Vice Chair Murkowski.